Alright, so I'm going to do the Suburban Sunset scenario for the Long Island Railroad DLC for Train Sim World. Now this scenario takes place across the entire route from one end to the other. So it's the longest scenario available. So it looks like our train is coming in. Not sure if that's our one or not. Ah, two trains. Performance has gone pretty iffy. I'm not sure it's because two trains have turned up. I don't know, but it didn't feel bad when it started. Down to 22. No, it's lifted up a little bit. 35. Nah, it's fluctuating. It's not looking good. So we're in Hicksville, and we will end up in New York Penn. Now the doors broke. The New York DLC actually, I think that starts at New York Penn. So there's a hope, well at least I hope, that at a future date they'll be able to connect the routes and make it could be really long then. Something to look forward to potentially, I think. These drive me nuts. The controls are so close together. So we just got to do the brake pressure. The needle in the bottom right corner will go up. About there, we're done. Get the lights on. They don't tell you to do this, but I like to have the interior light on because if you go through a tunnel you can't see anything. Alright, so that's done. What we got to do? Unlock the doors. So let's get that done. One thing I've found on this is that key is awful. You can easily come in and out of that. But if you put the reticle just on it, like perfectly on it, then it won't come out and you can actually do what it needs you to do. So lock the doors. I'm not going to take the key out because, to be honest, I found out you don't have to take the key out. So I'm not going to do that. But I will. No, I might even just leave it on. Just leave it on. We'll leave it on. Right, we go. Everyone's in. Train doors are shut. Lights are on. Have a look. Yep, lights are on. Looking good. So I'm not very sure on these lights. They confuse me because they're not like the British lights. British are just red, yellow, and green. These ones are yellow, but in different directions and all sorts. So I'm not, to be honest, I'm not sure what they mean. I've gone a bit too quick, and we're on a slope, so that's a bit dodgy. Just trying to find the right setting here on the brakes. It's saying 80. That's where I get confused. We're on an 80 line, but the HUD hasn't sort of updated with it. I don't know if it's because the last carriage hasn't gone past it. Maybe that's what it is. No, because now it's saying 40 on mine. No, we should be 80 here. I think what happens is, as soon as the train hits the marker, I think it automatically updates the system. But you have to. But the rules are the trailing carriage. The last one has to go past the marker before you can speed up. I think that might be where the confusion is. So we're expected to arrive in a minute and a half. No reason to be late. I haven't really done anything to make me late. So you need to keep an eye on these signals, even though I can't understand the yellow lights. But I might do something about the waypoint marker at some point because it takes up. It's too big. They need to make that a lot smaller. Because when you've got lights in front of you, you actually can't see the lights. Well, especially picking up some speed here, unfortunately. I'm going to start slowing down now. We've got a mile and a half. It's not going to be. That's not going to be far. We'll do it slowly. We'll ease on the brakes. Trying to work it out if we're going to brake in time. Cause it ain't slowing down very well, is it? Quite shocking, really, the brakes on this. Not a very good train for brakes, I tell you. Don't like stopping. Those old trains on the Transpennine, whoa, once they kick in, it takes a little bit for the brake pressure to hit, but once the brake pressure comes, that thing locks. So come in a bit slow, but I mean, to be honest, I don't know how to come in that slow, but it's so easy to overshoot these. I think we can come in a bit quicker than this though, but I mean, I'm just worried about the brakes because they're just quite poor brakes. But I'm now going to be late. Once you're late once, it's hard to pick up the pace again after that. Right, so we're going to be a minute late, I think, by the time I'm set. We've got to try and come in smooth. Don't want to come in and smash on the brakes too much. It's a long train, as you saw there. Need to try and get on the whole platform. So yeah, I'm a bit late, A minute's not too bad when you consider I've got about, I'm going to guess 10 stops, but I think it's more. When you consider how many stops I've got, if you had a minute to every single one of them being late, you can have a problem. Right, so we're ready to let the peeps on. So on this door now. And we are at, let's have a look, Westbury. I'm not sure, I keep looking for collectibles, I'm not sure what the collectibles are. Oh my god, is that like a police or something? Pretty cool. Something making noise. Right, so back again, and we recovered from a system failure, to be honest. I had a crash. So we continue where we left off. So just got to get back in the train, get ready to do the doors. Where are we? And off we go. Thankfully, it's only a mile away. Careful. Like I say, the train brakes are absolutely hideous. They don't really sort of operate properly. Very slow. Whoa, better slow down, Coming in quite nice and smooth, I think. There's a train there at the other station. sort of coming a bit too slow here. A bit too slow. That will do fine, I think. Getting up a bit premature, but let's have a look at this one. And we are at, let's have a look. Oh, Carl Place? Carlay Place. Maybe it's Carlay Place. I don't know what the E is on that one. So obviously if we had a lot of carriages, I think it's if you've got 12 carriages you'd come all the way up here. So what the marker here says, how many have we got? Oh good, 1, so that's marker 1. Our 10, so I guess we're 10, maybe 10 or 9. Ready to shut our doors. Right, so we've got 2 miles to Minala. I don't know. Well, it says it at the top. Oh look, didn't open the window. So it looks like we've moved from the industrial side now, we've got the residential areas. Cool. I'm aware that I can go faster, but at the same time I have to be aware that I'm going to have to stop shortly, so that's something to consider. So we'll start bringing it in now. It's all about timing, isn't it? Get the timings all right and you'll be alright. Rather than whack on the brakes at the end. I'm on 29% brakes at the minute, but I'm not sure that's even going to be enough. Might have timed it alright. I usually like to be about, I think it's like 200 yards or whatever it is. I like to come in about 20 miles an hour just before you get to the sort of platforms. Probably coming in a bit too slow. Usually quite cautious. So we're going to come in coasting at 30 miles per hour. When I get towards this shed, I'm going to start dropping it down to about 20 miles per hour. But yeah, time-wise, I'm pretty off now. I'm like 2 minutes already. Reluctant to drop it at the moment because I know I'm behind. I sort of feel like risky. Got to take a risk to get a decent time, really. But once the speed comes down, once you get to like 20 mile an hour less than that, it drops quite quick, whereas when you're higher speeds it takes a while. It's quite a big, looks like quite a big station. Well, so I'm coming in alright. Sadly, I don't know why I'm behind time though, because I don't feel like I'm doing anything too negative. You know, I'm loading the passengers at the right time, pulling off alright I think, but all of a sudden you're still 3 minutes behind, so it's a strange one. I don't know if that plant there was a glitch. Not plant, like foliage coming out of the ground on the last one. Yeah, I don't see anything collectible. I'm not sure it's going to be there this time. See, there's the plant, look, foliage. Don't think that's supposed to be there. We've got kneel down, have a look. Oh yeah. Try and make some time up, shall we? Strange one. Put the speed up, nothing happened. Had to come off the throttle down to 0, and then it picked up again. So very strange. Can I make some time up? Well, bearing in mind I am 2 minutes behind already, and I'm not even at the station. I'm going to try and come into this station quite quick. Now, it's risky because you can literally overshoot it, and it's not something I want to be doing. But I've got to try and get some time back. But I would have to stop now. Quite heavily as well. Might even miss it. Damn, coming in too fast. It's like them numbers are just dropping quick. Thankfully my speed's coming down quite heavy now, so that's good. So we're coming in about the speed I wanted. Like I say, I'd like to come in about 20 miles per hour, so we can coast in now. That's actually pretty good. So I put the brake on just so. I'm a little worried, I probably won't get to the end. Might have to coast, we'll see how we go. I mean, obviously you can get away with stopping further back, but I do like to get as close to the marker as I can. And I've actually not even adjusted the brake since, and I've actually got it pretty much on the button, look. Oh, how fast are we going? 2. So I mean, I'm pretty much there. Ain't bad at all. Obviously it's time though. Losing time with that. I mean, if you're literally just going for time, and you're not going for accuracy, you could just throw the train in at the end there, I think. I don't think you have to get all the carriages on. and if you zoom off, rather than maybe lose a minute because of the speed I'm coming in to get it perfect. So we are at Maryland Avenue. So the people living around here, you'd understand it, but to me it's some strange names, I just love this train. I think it looks awesome. I really do. I think it looks brilliant. You know what it's like? It's like them, I don't know if it's planes, was it planes in Con Air? And all in the scrapyard? Love it. It's that metal, same sort of metal look. So we got, when it goes green in the top corner, we can start shifting ourselves off. So everything's always like a mile away, so we've got to go New Hyde Park. So they're quite quick to close together. It's such a good route. I really like it. I really like it. Nothing wrong with the route. It's just some problems with the train and some other bits, but you sort of get past them. I think the more you do the route, the more you get used to everything. Time-wise, it's so hard to stick to it. So hard. The risk is you go in too hot and you just overshoot it. I did it earlier, just completely went past the train station, you know, and then I fouled because I tried to go backwards. So you've got to weigh it all up. You know, you want to get there early, you want to get there punctual, but you're better off getting there safe rather than sort of be kicked off the train. There we are, our marker. Things with these routes is, I don't think you need the objective. If you're going to stop at every station, you don't actually need the objective marker. So for those ones, I think in future I ain't going to use it. But if you've got to miss stations, that's where it gets confusing. How do you know? Like coming a little bit too much. I might like it. Right, we're not going to come into a dead crawl like last time. I'm coming in at 17 miles per hour. Should help. Damn man, I'm 4 minutes behind. Not sure if New Hyde Park is near Jamaica Station or not, because obviously Jamaica Station is sort of the hub on this one, the one where it tails off to different sections. Pretty important one. Let's have a look. I'd like to check the stations out. I mean, to be honest, some of them have been so similar lately. They're quite similar routes. They all look the same. Holy shit, his head. What's happened to his head? What is going on with this? Well, some weird horror shit going on with this one. Holy shit, they're all doing it! There's heads everywhere! Look, look, look! Bloody heads! What on earth? Look, look, look! Where are they even trying to go? I'm worried I'm going to sink. Heads as far as the eye can see. Ah, you know what? I don't feel comfortable because I might sink. Oh, can I go down here? Oh, nice. You can actually go out here. Oh, nice. I've got to get back on the train, as late as it is. That's pretty cool. I can't believe them heads. I've never seen anything like it in this before. That is bizarre. There's always something glitching. Got to say that. Nothing. I haven't had a straightforward route yet. Something not winding me up or something going wrong. Right, so we've got 1.5 and I'm 3 minutes out so far. How do I make that up? So I throw it in when it gets to sort of 0.7 miles. Come off it, I think. How fast can we get? How fast? There's a lot of signal markers apparently. If you look at the top, it says where the next signal is, and I'm not seeing any signals. Like on the track, there's nothing there. It is so bizarre. So I'm actually pushing it. My intention was to come off. I better come off actually, because we're going to overshoot this. Doesn't take long before you're there. And I've got a lot of speed to take off. Got a train coming up here. Lovely. If worried about my speed though, I am coming in pretty hot. Right, we ain't doing bad. 33, 30, we're fine. Trying to figure it all out. So I'm behind by what, 5 minutes now. I say you're going to lose a minute per thing realistically if you're already a minute behind to begin with. Like I say, me keep pushing on for here to get these markers good. It's costing me time. Cool, I thought you better walk on track then. Madness. There we go. Ain't at Jamaica yet, are we? I don't think this is. Looks a bit small. Love it. How far can we go? I'm trying to push the boundaries really, see where I can go from. This is the station I jumped down earlier, I think. What was it? I can't remember what station was it. No, it can't be, don't be in that very much. Right, let's see where we are. Let's see where we are. Didn't check before we got here. Floral Park, not been here before. Some of them are so similar. Just want to check this little building up. See what's here. Nothing there. I'll go. Right, back. Pretty cool. Sun shining on the train there. Looks quite cool. So the sun's going now. So we will have to keep an eye on the lights now. I did say it's called Sunset. Something, isn't it? The route, the scenario, I mean. But if we've got the lights on, we should be able to be fine if it goes dark. Pretty cool if it does go dark. I'd enjoy that. So we've got 6 miles nearly to Jamaica Station. So now we know we're like, I'd say halfway. I think just over halfway. Once we get there. Just hoping it's a clear run really, I'm not sure on the signalling. Well, I'm going to launch like a rocket now. Why not? A different view for a bit. The station there looks like we're passing through. We're not going to be there. It's only a little one. Can't even see it. It's quick. Oh damn! Going way too quick. I was just enjoying it. I was enjoying the views, enjoying the scenery. We can go fast in a sec. Got an 80, apparently an 80 change. Once we get near these lights, I think, because then at that point they let the leading trailer carriage has gone past. Yeah, nice view to check the scenery out this. Very nice. Trying to keep my eye on the signal. There's another station we're just blasting past. Oh, so I'm just enjoying myself. I'm not really looking at speed. I mean, people are saying the tracks that there's no trains on the tracks. I've just seen plenty going past the stations, and we've got another one coming here. So there are trains. Maybe not as frequent as we'd all like, but trains nonetheless. It's been good. I think the outside view, when you've got such a distance to go past, I think the outside view is a little bit better, being honest. It's stuttering there because I've taken a few screenshots, so it makes it sort of looks like it's glitching, but it's not. Oh cool, look, all the trains there, look. Try and get it at the end one. Pretty cool. Right, better keep my eye on this speed because we are going downhill just slightly. And it does add up to eventually over breaking the speed. So that's obviously a maintenance building or something to do with the trains there, I assume. Yeah. Got a train yard. Right, so now I've got to start looking at my speed now. There's no point just shooting in like a rocket. We've got just over a mile. Got a lot of speed to drop. A lot. And I'm sure there's going to be speed reductions along this line now as well. There is 35 miles per hour, so that's a lot of brake to get. We're going to be overshooting it, no doubt about it. I can't get that much off that quick. However, doing bloody well though. Not doing too bad to get that off. Wait a minute, it might beat it. Oh wow, good braking, good braking. That ain't too bad at all. So I put minimum power on. Oh no, wait, we've got to come down again now. It's 15 miles per hour, so that's not good. Got a bit of time for that, and I think that's, to be honest, when we're near the platform, which we would do anyway. So I don't understand where I've lost so much time, but maybe if I watch it back, I'll see and I'll go, oh, like there, yeah, I see it. But at the moment, I personally don't understand. I don't think I've done too bad. Might be a bit careful with the braking maybe, but not to that extent. Right, so this is the station that you do lose a lot of frame rates on. Dips are quite a bit. I'm not sure if it's the glass panels everywhere on the station or if it's just because it's a busy station. Not really sure the reasoning. Forever taking screenshots. I just think the trains look so good, they're worthy of photos. Right, better start thinking about braking now. That minimum brake, I don't think it even does anything. Every time I put minimum brake on, it's been beyond useless. I end up having to whack a higher percentage in. It's doing it now, but never felt comfortable with it. Coast the rest of this. Right, yo. I'm not seeing any actual signals. I think where they are. It's better when they're not directly on the platform, because if you overshoot the platform just a little bit, you can foul. Like you're seen as dangerous, but even though it's close to the edge. So this one's thankfully hasn't got that. Like I say, my precision is costing me time, a lot of time, which is why I've sort of given up there. Don't think we'll make it. Right, so let's open the doors. That is ridiculous. It was glitching there. Actually, I'm going to just sit down a sec. I want to see if I can get a decent photo, to be honest. Don't really know what I'm looking for, but it's such a photographic train. I like it a lot. Pretty damn awesome in my opinion. That a bit different. That's a bit different to the other ones I've been capturing. I just want to get the bottom of the train. There's no point cutting off the bottom. Ah. Oh cool, we've got more coming in. Photo moments. I bet they're going on the other side, so I can't even see. Oh, that ain't really that much good, is it? I don't know, is it? I don't know. But it's better if it stops close by and I can get the front of both. Passengers are loading very slowly. Considering I'm a bit late, like quite a bit late, usually it takes a minute at the most. That is bizarre. My frame rate's dropped to 16 though, I don't know if that's affecting things. That's mental. This guy on the platform seems to be looking at me, he wants to have a chat. I'll open my window in a minute. That's a good photo. You don't want them together, but right, let me get... He's here, look. Mate. Right. Sit there. Oh. So you can't literally... oh, you can look out the window. Okay, so now I've figured out how you do that. I've been wanting to do that for so long when I'm trying to go backwards. It's pretty awesome. Like that. Right, anyway, let's get the passengers sorted out. Lock the doors and we're off. Right, so this is where we're going to turn now, because we're at Jamaica Station, so now we're going to go right. Obviously, it's quite obvious by looking at the track, to be honest. $10 bleeding neck. Alright. I've never been this way. Oh no, what I have. But not from this direction. It was a crossover, right, to come to this station and then jump onto someone else's train and then do the task. Oh damn, I'm going fast. I'm getting carried away now. So we've got a long way. I just want to speed along. Right, here we go. It's always wiggling, isn't it? So I think as soon as we go up the hill, I'm guessing we're going around there. I think once we're past them white lights sort of thing, I think then maybe it clears a bit of speed. Oh no, it clears now, we can go faster. Got a bit of a hill here. Weird it says 60. It never lets me do it. I'm locked at like 35 I think. Oh, this looks like it'd be quite scenic, doesn't it? That looks nice. That, I like that. See how it tails off there? I'm not sure if that's in New York one. That had a route like that. I think it'll connect, I really do. I want them to connect the routes together. How amazing would that be? I just want a really long route where there's plenty of turn-offs and stuff, so you're not just going in a straight line. That's what we need. Future is bright for this sim. Plenty of routes for Train Simulator, and I absolutely love it. You go back to it, and it's still great. You just sort of miss the fact that you can't interact so much. You sort of feel a bit restricted. Well, I should be shooting in a minute. Don't know why we ain't. Yeah. There we go. Rocket speeds look like nearly 10 miles. Train coming. That's pretty cool. Block of flats there, or an office building, I'm not sure what it is. That's pretty cool for the people there. They get a look at the trains going past. It's pretty cool being in that place. Try my best to keep to as close to that speed limit as possible. It all matters when you've got such a journey to go, you know, 8 miles. Try with that view, shall we, for a bit? As long as I keep my eye on the speed, I'll be fine. I like it. So, 2 miles, we've got to drop the speed a bit, sadly. Okay, so we're slightly going downhill now, so that's going to mess my coasting up. Can't just sort of just glide along. So we've got a new 60 miles per hour limit coming up, which we're going to have to account for. So once I get to the bridge, that should give me time, I think. Right, now we'll come on, start getting it down to 60 in time. There's another train going past. Well, you do get the train. Oh, I don't think I'm going to make it. Close. That was close. Now we're going uphill. It's really complicated, this route. But that's what's interesting, you know. No, I don't think any of it's boring. We've got a load of red lights, but thankfully ours is the green light, I guess. So that's what I'm seeing. Got a 45 miles per hour limit coming in. Not sure if our trains are sitting still or not. I think it is, you know. Yeah, it's parked up, isn't it? The station. Wait a minute. Thought I was supposed to stop then. I thought, hey, wait. Don't normally see two trains that close together, do you? It's a bit tight. Wait a minute, what was that one? Quite a good view. Ooh. Going very strong down the hill, it's just throwing me down it. So, we've gone past the 60 miles per hour marker. Let's get the last trailer past we can. Or carriage. Speed off now, let's go. Hopefully the red mark. Come on. Should be a 60. Oh wow, we've got 30 coming up. Ooh, didn't notice that. Really keep on your toes with this. Really keep on it. Just everything's changing. Ah, shit. So I failed that one. Yeah, I need to learn these. Signals. Definitely got to learn the signals. Damn, that's annoying.